You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. Go there if you have questions. We have an interesting request. I'm going to be a judge. I'll play the role of judge, jury, and executioner. Hey, Mr. Asshole, I'll try to be brief as possible. My girlfriend and I got into a huge argument about breastfeeding in public. I'm surprised you had to get... You'll see. I'm surprised you even wanted my opinion, because you're going to know what it is. I find it gross that she flipped out that I didn't support a woman's right to breastfeed in public. I tried to explain to her that it's rude and inconsiderate. Most people don't want to see it, but that just made her angrier. Are you trying to argue logic? I'm not, look, sweetheart, because they're going to ask her, dear, I'm not siding with him because he's a guy. I'm siding with him because it's true. All right, this is what she claimed it's unsanitary to breastfeed in a bathroom or car, and that's perfectly natural to breastfeed in public. We're both fans of your channel, which I'm surprised she is, and so I suggested we get your opinion on which she agreed to. So what's the official asshole stance on breastfeeding? I presume you mean in public. Let me know how much it is for a video. I'm going to thank Cal. Oh, thank you, Cal. All right. You, by law, and every right, have the right to breastfeed in public. However, just because you have the right to do it doesn't mean you should do it. And this is where decorum and modesty and thinking of society and other people. For example, I have the right to drive 40 miles an hour in the left lane on the interstate. I have that legal right. The minimum speed is 40 miles an hour. I'm a complete, real asshole for doing that. Okay? I'm inconveniencing other people. I'm slowing their day down. I have the right. Let's go back a while ago. One time I was a little bit overweight. I was like 161 pounds. And I did not look sexy at all with a shirt off. And I have the right to run around Lake Calhoun and Lake of the Isles with my shirt off. But frankly, no girl or guy wants to see that. So I had modesty. I had decorum. I was civil. I was polite. I put a shirt on. And now I run because I have a sexy body and the girls want to see that, all right? You have the right to go on a slut walk and wear a thong with your thunder thighs. We all have rights, all right? But then society has the right to judge you, and it has a right to its own opinion to find out what it finds acceptable or gross and disgusting, all right? And people also have the right to come up to you and say, hey, I wish you would stop doing that. And business owners have the right to say, no, you can't do that in here. You're going to have to leave or go into the bathroom. Everybody's got rights. What I think, especially with this breastfeeding thing was not a deal 20 years ago. Now it's all this thing. What it is just, again, spoiled girls being brought up think that you can do whatever the fuck you want. And that there should not be any ramifications. It's one thing to be brought up to think that you can do whatever you want. Then usually society would take a spoiled kid and beat the fucking shit out of them. But what's happening now is you guys are so entitled. I don't mean this millennials. This is Gen X, because they're the ones that are having kids, and even some of the younger baby boomers. You think that society, you should have a right to control society's response to your gross behavior. And it is gross. It's disgusting. That's my opinion. You can disagree and say, well, it's not disgusting, it's beautiful. You're not going to change my opinion or my visceral response that it's gross and it's disgusting and I don't want to see it. Right? And that's where the real scary part comes in, is not only you so selfish and indifferent about inconveniencing society and that you put yourself ahead of everybody else, that you are that egomaniacal about yourself. It's that you then go beyond and expect to control, if not at least berate and lecture people that they find something disgusting like the way they do. It's just the same thing like women, oh, you just like those slutty girls with the big tits. Yeah, yes, yeah, and good fucking luck changing that, cunts. Good fucking luck. That is not going to change. That will never change because it's genetic. Do you girls, it's hilarious. It's like, you women are so shallow because you don't date short guys. Said what? Said who guy ever? Maybe a couple short guys that are starting to go down that road. But it's an acceptance. It's like, well, yeah, she doesn't like short guys. I don't think I've ever lectured or berated a woman. It's like, how dare you like short men or tall guys? Oh, God, gross. And how dare you like guys that are ripped? Oh, you should be ashamed. There's none of that. We're not that controlling. We're not that tyrannical. So for your girlfriend, seriously, sweetheart, it's up to you. I mean, if you're listening to my, my posts and my podcasts and whatever else, I shoot from the hip. Most guys find it disgusting. Most women find it disgusting. And you can stammer your little feet and take, someone must have put this in your brain for you to have this position, to have this, like, how dare, and I understand it's your child, I understand that, but it is not going to change the fact that people find it gross and disgusting. And no matter what, you could take the delusional attitude that they should be ashamed of themselves for finding your disgusting behavior disgusting. You go ahead and take that, but it's not going to change it. It just isn't. So, you could be that prick driving 40 miles an hour in the left lane. You could be that fat guy jogging without a shirt with his man boobs rolling around. No one wants to see it. You can be... I'm trying to figure out what else is out there that people just... It's an ego trip for these people. Like, they're going to force their ugliness upon society. You can do whatever you want, but you're never going to change people's response to it. All right? You'll be like, and you'll ruin whatever the reputation, further scar the reputation of whatever group you are. I presume you guys are millennials. But when I see women like breastfeeding in public, it's just like, yeah, okay. I'm not defending you when the Muslim hordes come in. I'm not here. Take them. No, they're all yours. Go. Don't say I didn't warn you though, Muhammad. It's like, really? I could just, go ahead. You take them. Go. They're all, please do. I warned you. Don't expect any kind of communal support. Don't expect any kind of, if you're going to be so lacking of courtesy and standards, why the fuck would I help out my fellow American female? You'll just further ruin the reputation of American women. That's all you'll do. And you can say, well, that's fine. Okay, fine. I'm just saying what's going to happen. Because it gets really tiring looking at increasingly obese, fat, tatted up, multicolored haired, multi-piercing, hoops in the ears, and now you're going to add breastfeeding. What? No, that's not what people want. That's not even what men want. That's not what women want. And you could say you got the right, but you know what? People are going to judge you no matter what. People are going to say it's gross. They're going to say, Jesus Christ, where was her dad? And that's what's going to happen. And there's nothing you can do about that. So, I don't really care anymore. I'm too old anymore to care. I see a woman breastfeeding, I leave the restaurant. If I see a woman breastfeeding, I just kind of like, I take an analysis, I look at her, okay, what's her age? Does she have tattoos? What other corollaries are there? It's like, okay, and it really makes it hard to defend the homeland and give two flying shits about this culture and country we live in. It really does. It only drives me back further, like, I'm only protecting the people I really love and care about. So if you ever need community and society and you need this attitude, it's all of a sudden you can say, well, I'll stop breastfeeding in public now that the Chinese are invading. Now I'll be a good little wifey. No, it'll be too late because we'll know you'll have tattoos. You'll have something else. There'll be another tell. And then you're a hypocrite on top of it. So please, go ahead, knock yourselves out. Breastfeed in public all you want. Ruin further sour the reputation of women, American women in the United States. Go ahead, do it. And then when you can't find no man and just realize maybe it wasn't that guy you scared away, but another girl who wanted to marry this guy, but he got away because he's like, oh, you believe in breastfeeding in public. I dated a girl who believed in that too, and there's some other thing. No, thank you very much. And she could have otherwise been a very wonderful woman. She just had that, I get to breastfeed! There's this emotional thing too. I frankly don't give a fuck. I'm done dealing with female emotions because it has really destroyed this country, all right? And I understand it's your kid, but no, now it's you're out in public. You will comport yourself in an according manner. And we've tolerated enough tats and hoops, earrings, and piercings, and we all love. Take an old classic picture in the fucking Great Depression. You get pictures of the Great Depression. Men wearing suits and hats, women wearing dresses when you went out into public. And now all the fucking money in the world, you guys just go to pot. You look like shit, and you do not behave like mature adults. You behave like little children. Anyway, that's all I got for the breastfeeding. Hope it was worth the money, and I'm not joking, sweetheart. You want to find a good guy or keep this guy, you're going to knock it off with that bullshit. Toodles.